All right, it looks like we're now live. How's everyone doing? We are good to go. How we feeling? How is everyone doing today? So we got a good old-fashioned live stream planned for y'all, a no-flightless live stream for you tonight. How's everyone doing? Let's see who we got in the chat so far. See who we got in the chats for. All right, we got some more people in. Holy crap, a lot of people. Jaw, what's going on, man? Black Brick, what's going on? Casual Airsofter, hell yeah, man. Good to see the regulars showing up. Death Magnet, good to see you again, man. Good to see you as well. Who else we got joining in? Mickey Mouse, what's happening, dude? Zubinel, good to see you. Nimitz85, hell yeah, hell yeah. Good to see everyone again. How's everyone's day going so far? How was everyone's weekend? I saw that some of you guys were, John, I know you were asking about Monday yesterday, whether we not streamed. Unfortunately, we're not. I was very, very sick yesterday. Very, very sick over the entire weekend. My weekend sucked, basically, because I spent so much of the time just literally lying in bed. But I am recovered enough for me to be able to go ahead and stream, get back to work. So yeah, man, here we are, man. It is an absolutely lovely day for a live stream. So make sure to go ahead and do me a favor, everyone. Do me a favor. Make sure to share this around with as many people as possible. We also got a little special surprise for y'all today as well. Something really cool planned. Something really, really cool. Something I haven't done in quite a while, actually. Brewer, you know what I'm talking about. Trace Haleman, Soldier Sandman. What's happening, everyone? Again, share this around. Make sure to leave a like on this live stream, guys, so we know that y'all want us to continue doing all these fantastic streams, all this free, amazing content for all of y'all, right? So make sure to go ahead and keep it coming. And share this around. XR Preacher, my man, Gigs, what's happening, dog? Good to be back, man. Good to be back. Yeah, we'll get started in like one more minute, and then I'll go ahead and unveil, the little surprise that we got going on today. Little surprise. I'll go ahead and I'll let you know on that very, very soon. But yeah, man, it's good to be back. This weekend definitely sucked. I wasn't able to go and stream with all y'all and hang out with the boys, as it will. But you know what? I'm glad to be back, man. I'm very, very glad to be back and kicking, man. Let's see here who we got so far. What's up? What's going on? Hell yeah, hello down there. Damn keyboard. No, dude, I get that, man. I absolutely freaking get that. Zubinel, again, good to see all the, again, share this around, man, share this around. We got a good old stream plan for y'all as well, and you guys already see the promotions going on right there. Shop and Spree giveaway promotions are right there. Every $50 is going to be receiving 5 entries, you know the deal. But right now, orders for the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box will be getting you 20 entries, right? 20 entries. I got to go and fix that real quick. I literally got home like a few minutes ago. Traffic, unfortunately, was redonkulous, man. Traffic was insane coming here. It was funny because it was like, all right, I take the 60, and then I take the 605 to the 105, right? The problem is, like, as soon as I get off onto the 605, like about maybe a quarter way until I hit the 105, and I get off real quick. As soon as I'm on the 105, like I get one exit and then I'm done, right? I get off the freeway. I spent most of my time on the way home on the 65. Dude, it was insane. It was absolutely crazy. Just complete standstill. And no accident. No reason. No real legitimate reason that I can honestly understand as to why. And don't you hate that when you're in traffic and it's like, there's no accident. Like, no one died. Nothing happened, right? So just keep on going. We all decide to get on the freeway, right, so that we can all go fast. If you're not going fast on the freeway, I kind of hate you. I'm not going to lie. I kind of hate you. But yeah, it is what it is, man. DJ, good to see you again, man. DJ, what's happening, brother? 103,000. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and get right on into this live stream, guys. Welcome to another episode of the No Flightless live stream. My name is Isaias, and I'll be your host for today's stream. And what a lovely stream we got planned for us today, right? You guys see the promotions right next to my head. Every $50 receives 5 entries in the Shopping Spree giveaway. This is, of course, referring to our Shopping Spree giveaway itself, right? Shopping Spree giveaway itself is going on in 2 days. And it's very special because we actually have, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll add text to that in a minute. I didn't have time to go ahead and add that in there. I'll do it while I'm doing this. But right, we have our Shopping Spree giveaway, right, which is literally going on in 2 days, right? And how much is on the line right now? $1,100. $1,100, $1,100, and it can absolutely be yours. And all you got to do is place a $20 or greater order before Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the cutoff time. That's it. No mas. So get your orders in. And we actually, it's quite good timing because we have a ton, and I do mean a ton of items that are going to be discounted right now on our site. Hit the sales page on our website. You can see all the guns that are there. But we also have accessories, essentials, tactical gear, everything that you would need to get out and play on the airsoft field is going to be discounted up to 20% off some of your favorite brands and hot sellers on the site. So make sure you check that out. You don't want to be missing out because those are going to be expiring by the end of tonight. So make sure you hop on it now while you guys can. Right? And again, literally anyone can win. It's literally anyone's game, right? Look at all these fantastic guns discounted right now. Look at all this. And so much more, right? So much more. We got thousands of products discounted, right? But I'll go ahead and link the rules to the shopping spree giveaway itself down in the live chat so you guys can go and take a look at that for yourself. And you can take a look at that all for yourself. And honestly, I'm glad that someone is like asking questions about Discord and stuff in general because right now we have, we did have one earlier actually, but in general, you always want to make sure that you're on the Discord page itself because we have a ton of behind the scenes exclusive content for you guys. Not only that, but I don't know if you guys saw earlier today, we were running a little special on our Discord server. It was Discord only. You had to be there in order to take advantage of it, you know, especially if you weren't going to be able to make it to tonight's live stream. You know, I'm just saying, Boss Man really likes to go ahead and throw in some like X promotions during on our Discord page, which a lot of you smart guys are smart enough to take advantage of. I would hope most of you would, right? Because it's banging, it's pretty banging, and pretty damn convenient for a lot of people as well. Clayton Peralta, what's going on, man? Hello's from Hawaii. Hello, man. What's up from Hawaii? What's going on, dude? Well, hello. What's happening, dog? All right, sweet. I got that in there as well. But yeah, I'm going to link the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery boxes. Guys, right now, like I said, right there, right earlier, right? Orders for the Hot Release mystery box will be getting 20 entries into the shopping spree. Ordinarily, it only gets you 15. Right now, only for the duration of the stream itself, it'll be getting you 20 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway in 2 days. 20 chance. That's a lot of chances. That's a lot of chances, man. I'm just saying. You don't want to miss out, so make sure you place your orders. And again, look at the prize list. It's insane. Right? The grand prize being 2 decked out MGC4 Mark 1s. 2 of them. You get 2 of them. Literally 2 of them. Right? As the grand prize. Right? It's a $1,000 prize right there, basically. Right? Wolverine MTW, Elite Force M3 Moss gas launcher, PC-1 Storm pneumatic sniper rifles, the new LCTs with the Gate Aster pre-installed KWA F90, right? G&G TR80, right? Freaking awesome gun. I love that one. The 3 newest colorways for the Mark 1 itself. The PMG5, which you guys know I absolutely freaking love this gun to death. I love this thing to pieces. It's so much fun. So lightweight, so compact, right? It's such a cool release for 2024. And again, $289.99 on its own is a banging deal. You honestly cannot argue with that, right? We got the new Fab Arms STF shotguns under as well, the gas guns, the new Toki Marui VSR 1s. Again, all these prizes are banging, man. Like, I'm looking through this. There's not a single prize on here that I'm like, I don't really like that. No, even the lowest costing prize is going to be equal to the cost of the box itself, right? So no matter what you're getting, it's still going to be a really, really cool deal, right? So you don't want to miss out on this. Again, that promotion, getting 20 entries, that's only going to be till the end of the night. So, just saying. You don't want to miss out, man. You don't want to miss out. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, and let me let you guys know too. This is a Q&A live stream, so if any of you guys do have any sort of airsoft related questions, you guys want to ask me some personal stuff, maybe my opinions on certain airsoft products, you guys are more than welcome to do so. Do so in the live chat. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to see, for me to spot out. You are welcome to ask your question twice. However, I would just say, anything more than twice, that is, it's a little spammy. Mods are going to go ahead and take notice of that. Maybe put you on a timeout. So let's just maybe avoid that altogether. Right? And just, again, be patient. I will come around to your question as soon as I possibly can. I will come around to your question. All right. He's going through. And now let me go ahead and let you know what today's surprise was. So today, I actually wanted to go ahead and let you guys know, right? I wanted to do something different, maybe harken back to the old days, right? To the old days of what I used to do, the No Flight List live stream, right? I actually am going to be giving my main man, Airsoft Brewer, I'm going to be giving him a call. I'm going to be giving him a call right now. And we're gonna be just hanging out, having a little convo, a little discussion as well. There's some questions I just want to go ahead and ask, just airsofter to airsofter, right? Some things I'm just like curious. And we're gonna be shooting the shit for a little bit. But you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and ask your questions away, right? You guys, in the meantime, we might be able to go ahead and do some answering some questions together. That might be a thing. But there are some things I want to have, and feel free to go ahead and be involved in this as well, right? I want a very active chat as well. I want a very, very active chat as well. So that we can go ahead and have, just have a really good conversation back and forth, right? But why don't we go ahead and give Brewer a call right now? All right, let's see here. Go and make sure, okay, desktop audio should be good to go, right? All right, let's give him a call. Let's give him a call right now. Hello. Hello. Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Guys, let us know if yeah, it seems like you're doing good on my end, guys. Let me know in the live chat how the audio is coming in.
I can't hear you, man.
Oh no! Oh really? Oh, hold on. Let me.
Isaias, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me turn the Bluetooth off on my computer. Maybe that helps.
All right, can you hear me now? Hello?
Isaias.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, sweet. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know why it wasn't picking up for some reason. It looked like it was picking up on my end.
Oh, okay. It said your mic was muted.
Oh, what the hell? That's so weird. Anyway, man, all right, so it looks like everyone... Yeah, it looks like everyone can go ahead and hear you just fine, it seems like. Hell yeah.
What up, Queso Gang?
What's up, man? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? How are you holding up right now?
I'm okay. I get to hang out with the homies today, so... outside enjoying this beautiful spring weather, having a beer, talking to you. Life couldn't be better.
Dude, honestly, like this weather's been kind of all over the place, man. Like yesterday, it started off sunny, and then like in the middle of the afternoon, it just started like raining like crazy. I don't know. Did you hear? You caught all that, right? All the freaking
it was like
lightning.
Humid. Yup, hot, humid rain. Like this is like we're in Florida for a minute.
I hate it. I hate Florida. Anyway, but yeah. I have to apologize. My I'm like mostly recovered, but I still might give a few coughs here and there. So my apologies beforehand. We get this started, but yeah, man. For anyone that doesn't know, Airsoft Brewer has been a longtime supporter of the Mayo Gang, a longtime shopper, and honestly, a really longtime friend to the point where I've literally had him over at like my house, like just because I wanted to. Like we've known each other for a few years now. We can actually say that we've known each other for a few years now. At this point, I love you. I love your freaking kid as well. Freaking fantastic guys in the Airsoft community as well. So if any of you guys too, he's on the very active on the Discord server as well. So if any of you guys do have any, sort of looking for recommendations, he's usually in there too, answering away as well. He's usually in there as well, answering away. So you have quite a bit of experience, even though you haven't been airsofting for like as long. You definitely have a lot of experience, and you're also at least very more tech savvy than than most people would imagine.
Yeah, I think it's probably only like 4 years, not long. I still consider myself a noob, still got a lot to learn. But I went in hard like a lot of people do. I was just like collect, and then my curious mind is like, let me take this apart. Let me see how this works. And then I started trying to just, I still don't consider myself a tech, but I like to mess around with my own guns, take it apart, try to shim gears the best I can. Not perfect, change motors and just do different stuff.
No, I get that. I think everyone in general should be kind of that way too, or should have that approach when it comes to their airsoft guns. Because we are finding that we're kind of entering an age when there's like a lot less techs in the airsoft scene, which is kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing. I think it's cool because we're seeing I guess more and more people are like, or no, not more, but more and more airsoft companies are coming out with models that realistically don't really need a whole lot of like stuff right from the get-go. I don't know if like 4 years ago when you got it, actually I don't think I've ever asked this question. What was your very first airsoft gun?
My very first airsoft gun was a Lancer Tactical Gen 2 Pro Line Needle Tail. Wait, is Needle Tail? Is that the one with the weird alpha stock? I think it was
yeah,
a Needle Tail.
yeah. A few other models
There was
had
a
the
battle. Yeah, there was a Black Hawk or something like that.
yeah. A few other models had the needle tail.
Yeah, Seabass had the PDW, and I had the Needle Tail or the Battle Hawk or Battle something Black Hawk or something.
Black Hawk
something like that.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, that gun, I disassembled it and took it all apart. In fact, it's completely disassembled on my desk for like the last year now. And I've been finally, I mean, it shot great. I didn't ever have an issue with it. Also, my second one was a Crytek SPR. And I remember when I did them side by side on a field, and man, they were shooting very close to similar, man. I never, all this talk about the Lancers and, maybe probably because of the Gen 1s, but I never had issues with them, man. I was like, it always shot good. I didn't even upgrade it for a long time. And then I finally R-hopped it, put an inner barrel and a new motor in it, and that was it. Still lasted. But finally, after 4 years, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to redo the whole gearbox, but that gearbox been open and disassembled on my desk for like the last year. But I was gonna give it an overhaul and just do something fun with it.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was actually just curious. I was like, what was his very first gun again? I was like, okay, that's right. I think you have mentioned that before. It's been so long since I've asked that question. But yeah, so you've been playing for about like 4 years, right? That's
somewhere in there, yeah.
Seabass
4 or 5 years. I'm not
sure.
Somewhere. Yeah. Seabass. Remember, I told you Seabass is the one that got me into it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I remember 1 year for Christmas, he wanted an airsoft gun, so I just got him a couple Springers, like a Springer M4. I think it was like a Colt M4, and then I think it was like a 1911 Springer. I got him for Christmas 1 year, and he just plinked in the back. And 1 year he was like, "Man, I want to go. I actually want to go." And he went with his friends over to Tac City, and didn't have a great experience, but he still liked it. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll get a gun and we'll go and we'll check out looking for it. And then we went to Hollywood Sports Park together for the first time, and it was awesome. We loved it.
Actually, that was one thing too that I like. So it was like Seabass that got you into it, but I'm wondering too, like, what was it that Seabass saw? I wonder if it was like through YouTube, because I know a lot of, because that's kind of like the overarching like theme that I kind of wanted to touch base on today was, what can us as like community members, right? Whether it be you're just a regular community member, whether you are a viewer, first time viewer, you've been a long time member of the Airsoft community as a whole, or the Mayo Gang itself. What do you think are some of the best ways that us as community members what can we do to help grow and expand, one, not only just the Airsoft community, but the also like the Mayo Gang itself? Like, what do you think are some like really cool things that people as individuals can do to like really help kind of let people know, like, hey, to get more members into this amazing hobby, and of course, right, members of the Mayo Gang?
Yeah, I think it's just education, talking about it, word of mouth. Everybody knows paintball. People hear what airsoft is, but they don't really know. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh yeah, what's that? So I mean, that conversation everybody has, like you always say, and I've done that to, my girlfriend's son and everybody, all Seabass's friends, got them into it. It's just like, hey, check this out. Show them my gun, and they're like, oh man, that's so cool. It's not some plastic little Springer that you're shooting out in the backyard. It's an actual replica. I think that's what really gets people, is when they see it's an actual replica. It feels real, it feels cool. You know what I mean? You can actually get out on the field and shoot somebody, man. It's fucking cool. It's just that talk, that conversation, because I think that's the thing, like you said, other than like randomly coming across some YouTube video of like swamp sniper or some shit, there's not a lot. It doesn't, like you said, the reach doesn't really get out there because YouTube and social media restricts a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just that I think the only way is really just everybody in the community having that conversation with everybody else, and just word of mouth.
No, I would have to agree to that, especially your bit about the social media just really that's the thing that we noticed too, man. Like, I don't think you guys understand, social media really throttles a lot of the stuff that we actually put out there. Like, it just doesn't have the reach that we would like it to. That's why we do ask, we always ask for like help when it comes to like, hey, make sure you leave a like on the live streams, make sure that you guys are sharing this around as much as you possibly can, right? Word of mouth is definitely one of like the strongest things. If, for example,
Yeah.
right, because this is one that I get as someone who works in a retail shop, and I have to deal with this all the time. But let's assume, right, like that's someone you want to get into. Like, like say one of your personal friends has a kid, and they're looking like, I just want to get them into a hobby, but I'm not too sure, and you want to introduce them to airsoft. How would you go about like kind of sharing that, or trying to swing them over to airsoft, but also kind of because some parents are concerned about it. They do look real.
Yeah, they do. I still kind of limit the visibility to my ex-wife of all his guns, because it does put people off. It tends to put them off, like they think it's a real gun. You have to still be careful. Showing them to people, especially here in California.
True.
And you still, you got to be careful, and it's just again education. But wait, what was the question again? My ADD
So
kicked in.
how would you? That's fine. How would you go about like trying to convince, let's say let's you like you yourself, right? You had a family friend or a friend,
Mhm.
and they had a kid, right? They had a kid, maybe like
Yeah.
preteenish age, and they're looking for a hobby. How would you convince them to like let them to try playing airsoft, for example, getting them into it?
Oh, so what Seabass and I would do is like with his friends, and then a lot of his friends are like, I'm friends with the parents too. So it's pretty simple. We'd let them know it's safe. They got all the protective gear, eyes, teeth, ears, everything, helmets. It's, their BBs, and it just feels like a little pinch. It actually hurts a lot less than a paintball. And you just let them know that as long as they have the protective gear and they're safe, and in fact, it teaches them to treat firearms safely. You know what I mean? Trigger discipline, everything. It teaches them discipline. So there's a lot of benefits, and plus, like Seabass told me, it's getting out and exercising. So instead of sitting on a computer like K Factor put on their cod larping, it's
Cod
like
larping.
really that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's
It
really
is?
what it is. You get to get out there, run around, have fun, and shoot people. And you come home with couple little bruises and whatnot that go away in a day or two, and that's it. It's a lot safer than what people might think.
No, I get that. Like compared to a lot of people, especially because I was as old as I am, guys. I was young once too. The T Rexes might have still been moving around, but I was young as well.
Oh,
right?
you better stop.
Right?
You
But
better stop.
But I when I was a kid, right, there was definitely some sketchy shit that people used to do, obviously for kicks. And honestly, compared to what a lot of other things that you could be doing out there as a kid, right, getting yourself in trouble. That's one thing too. I use this line for a lot of parents too. It's like, hey, would you rather them actually go to a field where they have like adults that are liable for whatever happens and are watching them, or would you rather them be by themselves and let devil find work for idle hands? And they're like, oh,
And that's a great point, because when I was younger, I had an actual pellet gun.
oh no,
And the pellet gun is a lot worse than a fucking airsoft gun. And I had a slingshot.
bro, you
Man,
were an
a
absolute
slingshot
menace
is
to society.
deadly. Oh, a slingshot is deadly, man. That thing will hurt people, like literally hurt somebody,
Jeez, no, slingshots are no
and
joke,
break
man.
windows easily.
Slingshots are absolutely no freaking joke, man. Everyone is like, oh, the story of David v Goliath, right? The whole like, oh yeah, how could David like have beaten Goliath? Like the odds were so stacked against him. I look at that fight objectively, and I'm like, David had a slingshot. There is no way that fight was stacked. He 100% had this in the game, like 100%. Like seriously, you look at like what the damage a slingshot can do. It's insane. But guys, make sure to go ahead and place your orders now. The promotions, I was able to finish writing them up. Every $50 spent will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree. 5 chances of winning $100 all for yourself. And you order yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box, you'll be getting 20 entries right now. Normally it gets you 15, but only for the duration of this live stream will it be getting you 20 chances of winning the prize pot all for yourself. So make sure you place your orders now while you guys can, and take advantage of all the discounted items, because again, up to 20% off some of your favorite brands, some of the hottest sellers we got at GI, but all expiring by the end of the night. So make sure that you place your orders and take advantage and get as many entries as possible and maximize your potential of winning. You can 100% win, but you need to make sure that you place your orders, because you're not going to be able to win unless you play. All right. So back to not talking about slingshots anymore. Not talking about slingshots anymore. And old biblical stories. But
Oh man, I did damage with that thing.
I can imagine you just like, if that's just because I think did my dad do that? I don't know where I heard this. I remember like my dad, I think he would just go around, right, and some of his like friends or like some of the kids that he just didn't like, he would just go around, take a slingshot, and then just like start like freaking like shooting rocks or like eggs at people's houses.
Yeah, I was a travieso too, man. So yeah, it wasn't cool.
But yes. So those are all things. Again, like it's definitely one of the more oddly enough safest things that you can do because it's monitored so heavily by other referees, by other adults that are there as well. So that's a very easy way to go and convince like a kid as well. Now,
Yeah, you show them a YouTube video of a gameplay. You know what I mean? And you can a good video, not some cheater video. But you show them a good video of a YouTube, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's fun. They see all the little 6, 7 year olds out there, along with the big old adults like myself, you know. And it's versatile. It's fun. Everyone's there, just have a good time.
No, 100%.
It's a fun hobby, man. I'm glad I got into it. I'm probably more into it than Seabass now.
I mean, to be fair, Seabass, I can imagine, is like, as a teenager, man, like, that's all I wanted to do, but at the same time, I didn't get to do it as much when I was younger, because, again, it was school that was, like, taking up the majority of my time, and then any other, like, clubs that I was doing at the time. But, like, let's assume then, maybe for, like, an adult, right? Someone maybe, like, who's over the age of 18, you know, they're by themselves. What would you say is a way to convince them specifically? Like maybe someone maybe around your age, right? How would you go about convincing them? Like, hey, how to get into this hobby, or like, what are some like really good benefits to like joining up?
I hand them one of my guns, and I'm like, check this out.
So literally,
especially
just like
gas blowback.
So just like showing them, just like firsthand.
Yeah, feel this. Check this out. Yeah, we go out onto the field and shoot each other with this, man. You know, it's fun.
100%. I think,
and not get in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And once they hold an airsoft gun, especially like a true 1-to-1 replica, that's pretty cool, man. It's a good feeling. You know, just holding it. It's like, damn, this is fake.
Do you think if your first airsoft gun was like actually like, let's say, like, because you said that you got the Gen 2 needle tail, maybe the Blackhawk, one of the models, right? Basically one of the Pro Line Gen 2s.
Yeah.
So when you had that
one,
black
something.
Yeah, you would say that it performed very well, right?
Yeah, it performed great in my opinion at the time when I was a beginner.
So, do you think your experience might have been worse, or do you think your experience might have been different, or maybe you wouldn't be as involved in airsoft if the gun didn't perform, or if the gun wasn't as fun? Do you think it just would have like deterred you maybe from investing this much into it?
No, because I did rent a gun before. I used some rentals.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I had some problems. I only had one gun. I didn't have backup. I had problems. I forgot what happened. It was a battery or something, and they let me borrow a gun. And I used a couple of rentals at a certain point. They didn't perform great, but it wasn't a bad experience.
It got you playing.
It was still fun. Yeah, it was still fun. Plus, when you're new, you don't know the actual difference. You can't tell. Performance difference is minute, in my opinion. When you got a high performance $1,500 AEG that's been all tuned to this fucking great, and you got a rental to the beginner, it's a big difference, but it's not crazy to the fact that you're not going to have fun, in my opinion.
No, I get that. Like, I definitely think that there's something to be said, right, about like, you know, hey, there is, you know, going to be a difference between like, you know, some, especially like really, really old guns that are going to be very problematic, right? Just because like wear and tear, right? Especially a lot of rental guns. I've seen that where like some of the people that have done the rentals, they're just like getting frustrated throughout the day because like the gun is just giving them problems, right? I have seen that.
Oh yeah,
their
buckings are all yeah.
But at the same time, too,
their buckings are all jacked up.
Yeah. Like it's
shooting sideways and everything else.
It's like, why is my gun moving so far to the left? No, I get that. I definitely think there is something to be said. That I always worry that when people have like when they try it for themselves, especially if they don't know what they're buying, they buy just what is essentially the wrong thing, and it ends up kind of deterring them from getting into this hobby or really fully investing into. Because it's like, oh well, you know, I spent X amount of money on my very first airsoft gun, and it like instantly broke on me the first time I used it, right? And then I'm like, all right, what did you get, right? What exactly did you buy? And then they tell me, and it's like, oh well. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, well, I wouldn't normally recommend going with something like that for like something that you want to be your primary.
Like we all hear the infamous, oh, my first airsoft gun, I want a sniper, or they get a Springer, or they get a gas blowback or something. It's just like, whoa, slow your roll, get something easy, something you can fix, something you can work on. And get you through till you get the feel of it, and then move forward from there.
There is a part of me that will always feel bad though, because I do want them to be able to have the exact. I try, like I really, really try my best to try to like help. You've seen me work, like I do try my best to like give the customer exactly what they want. But at the same time, if I know for a fact that this gun is 100% like this is not going to be a good match for this person. Like this is not going to be what they expect. This is not going to be at that level that they're expecting to, or they're not going to be able to, like you said, the sniper thing, right? There are so many guys that go out there thinking they're the next Chris Kyle, right? Or the next freaking Carlos Halfcock, right? Thinking that, I'm going to be able to score like a huge freaking like a headshot from across the map. And it's like, I don't know really realistically seeing that happen. Not saying it's impossible. Not saying it's impossible. He could be. He absolutely could be. But as far as I can tell, since he's never really played, this is his very first gun. He's like, especially if he's a really, really, really little kid, the freaking sniper rifle's, taller than he is. Then I'm like, I don't know, man. And I wonder too how many potential airsofters we could have had already in this hobby if they just asked, like, what should I get as my first gun, and didn't just go all gung-ho and get themselves like that bolt action sniper rifle.
Yeah, first off, you said Halfcock.
Okay. That's his name. Look it up, that's his name.
Secondly, you're right, you got a 4'8" kid with a sniper rifle that's taller than him. That's not for a fun time.
It's so cute when they try to carry it too, and it's like they have to kind of lift it up to kind of move around because it's taller than they are.
Oh man!
But I'm wondering,
it's fun. I love to see the little kids out there though, and especially they're all in their rental gear and everything. I always try to give them one little thing if I'm out there, like, hey, you need something. You need one of these. They don't have a mag. They don't got a holster or anything. And I always they got one mag, I'll give them a mag or something, and just, and just little things like that, I think also help get people interested in the hobby, because then they go, man, I had a good time. There's some good people out there. I was able to score a extra mag, or someone gave me a mag holster, or just something, some little piece of equipment, because I got probably doubles, if not triples, quadruples of everything. So I'm always like, yeah, I got something I don't use. I always take a little extra stuff to the field, and I tend to give them to little kids that I can see that are just starting out.
Honestly, you got me. Like, it really hit me when you said, like, oh yeah, bring him a holster, because I was 100% that kid that never had a holster, for the first couple of years of airsofting. So I deadass would have to put the pistol in my pocket. Right, I have to literally put it in my pocket, and it was like, and I didn't have a belt on, so it was weighing down my pants. So in the middle of me running the cover, I'm like, fuck, I gotta lift up my pants. I don't want to get shot in the ass.
Oh man.
But okay, so
that Seabass was like that too.
Dude, I feel it. Tell him I feel that. By the way, I did feel like I did let some people know during one of the previous live chats with what happened to Seabass. A lot of people were asking about you at the time. Because you'd been kind of like absent, and I was like, okay, I should maybe say something because people were asking about it. But I think we're all kind of like are mostly aware of what happened with Seabass and everything. How is he doing? Is he recovering all right? Is he able to move a little bit now more, or is he still bedridden?
No, he's actually kind of walking. I mean, small steps,
of course.
Through the living room and stuff. So, he can't bend his knee. He had surgery on his knee, but he's kind of using a cane or a walker and just kind of like getting around the house now, at least. But he can only do that for so long, and then he gets really, really tired because he also has a separated shoulder on the same side, so he can't use crutches or anything. So he's just all right side of his body he's using to get around. So yeah, it's fine if you talk about it. It's totally cool. I'm not hiding it. I just didn't put it out there.
I wasn't trying to like put it out there. I had a lot of questions, people asking about like, oh yeah, where's Brewer? And I was like, okay, I guess I should say, because a lot of them were homies too asking. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm pretty sure he's chill with me saying it. I didn't want to go too into detail with what happened. I felt bad because I was like, I don't know if it was my thing to tell or not. I didn't want to like divulge like personal business.
No, I mean, yeah, not to go off topic, but my son Seabass was hit by a car walking to school in a crosswalk, and it was pretty serious. I'm just glad he's still here with us, because it was pretty bad. They actually airlifted him.
Please tell me the person that hit him was stopped and actually got out of the car.
They stopped. Yeah, they stopped. God. They didn't take responsibility, and I don't know how you cannot, but they didn't. which kind of infuriated me a little bit, but I was just worried about getting sea bass right. But he's fine now. Luckily, he just came out with a fractured knee, separated shoulder, some stitches on his face, which is all healed up already. He's good. Just more of a mental thing for him now. He's still having a little bit of nightmares and.
Fucking, I mean, I would too, man. I would too.
But,
you know, like,
yeah.
I've thank God I've been able to in the 2 car accidents that I've been involved in. Right, this is what I tell people, and this is kind of unfortunate. I haven't ever really been in too many accidents in my life. I've only had 2 accidents in my entire history of me being me. Both of which, unfortunately, were cataclysmic and just absolutely disastrous, in which cars were destroyed, actually total destroyed in the process. But somehow, I literally, by the grace of God, I was literally able to walk away from them completely unscathed. But
right.
I still, I'm not joking, with the very last accident that happened in my life, it actually scared me, and to this day, it still scares me to a point where I cannot, because it was on my way to work. It literally happened on my way to work one time. And during the rain, right? So every time that I'm driving past this one turn, and I know exactly where it is, every time I pass it, I always get a little bit of my hands start shaking a little bit. Even when I take road trips, I like driving in general. I do like driving a lot. I like road trips and everything. I think they're so much fun, but I cannot, especially when it's raining too. Though I actually get really, really anxious whenever it starts raining, or I have to do really long, windy turns. I'm like, oh no, I don't know how I feel about this. I actually get
PTSD
scared.
is real. That happened to me too when I got in an accident, and I was thinking every car on the street was gonna fucking hit me. I was like, damn. But getting hit by a car, I can't even imagine, and it's right here on the corner of our house, so we're passing by it when I take him to the doctor. But this is Airsoft. I don't want to bring down the chat and everything.
No,
he's doing fine. He's better. It's recovery. Slowly but surely, it's gonna be a while until he gets out in the Airsoft field, but we'll be out there at some point. He'll get back out there. He's a strong kid. He's a big boy. That's a good thing. He's a big boy, so
he is a unit. That man is way bigger than he has any right to be. I hate it too. He's 13. Yeah. He was 14. He looks down on me. But okay. Right? So when it comes to, we've asked as what can individual community members do to help kind of get more people involved in the airsoft hobby itself. Now, this is, obviously, there's, this is going to be completely conjecture, what I'm asking, but, you as a watcher, a supporter of the Mayo Gang itself and just Airsoft GI in general, what do you think we can do to improve on getting more people involved as well, more newer people into this hobby? Granted, some of the things, that have been suggested before in the past, we can already do, maybe just people are not aware of it. But for you, from what you've seen and from what you witness, and you as a member of the community, what do you think we can do, GI do better to get more people involved in this hobby, into the shopping spree giveaways, into events? What do you think people can do, or what we can do as a business to get more people in this?
So my answer, I have an answer.
Okay.
But I also know what's possible and I know you guys. So I know the whole GI crew. They're all awesome. It's and as big as you guys are as a company, meaning how long you've been around and how far of a reach you have throughout the whole nation, you guys are really small. We're talking small. So it's a family-owned business. It's not corporate. It's not big. You don't have a chain. You don't have a whole warehouse team of people pulling orders all day. You guys all, and I've been there and I witnessed this, you guys all wear 10 hats. Isaias could be in there doing a live stream, answering a phone, helping a customer, pulling an order, creating a mystery box, answering a phone. And that's why you hear people say, well, I haven't heard of anybody. I get it. You guys are small. So my answer for what I would think is more community-based, interaction person, creating community events, having a community like you're doing with BB Wars. I think those are great. Those will help. Or just creating in-store events, promoting the shit out of them, maybe having a bunch of distributors all show up at the same time. You get KWA, you get G&G, you get all these people and they all show up and they talk about their new upcoming releases. You have a swap meet, which you guys done. but I think more of the interaction, in-person live community outreach, going out and actually touching people would be huge. But I also know, again, you guys are even too busy to even go out airsofting as much as like having time to put down the business and then interact with the community. So it's like, it's a little tough. It's I get it. But I think that community outreach would be huge for you guys.
No, I would actually have to agree. I do like the idea of, especially what you said about bringing more of like the distributors out there, like not like a mini like a con, maybe like a mini just like little con or something, just a little meetup.
Yeah,
I genuinely
exactly
like 100% love whenever we get to do the swap meets or like the big sales that we get to do in store. I think those are awesome. I love doing those because I just think they're so much fun. Because we get to actually interact with a lot of people. Like the last one that we had last year, Cisco was on the grill. He was on the grill. He was cooking hot dogs and burgers for everyone. And we got to shake hands and meet, all these people that came out.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. Like it was absolutely a blast.
Showing up to a local field, putting up a pop-up, doing a couple giveaways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe even like a live YouTube showing at a field.
That would actually.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
You're there. Something like that. But again, I do know, and I empathize with you guys because I do know how busy you guys all are and how hard that is. I think, and it's money.
I think at the end of the day, like, freaking like the only reason I didn't like post this out everywhere last week was because I was feeling really under the weather. I was actually gonna go play airsoft on Saturday, go to Wildlands. Boaz had actually went with some of our buddies, and he had gone and he had a blast. He was there. If you guys got to see him, it was very cool. I was gonna go with him 100%, and then I got this fucking cold that just ruined all my plans. Which I was literally like on my bed like pretty much most of the weekend. It sucked. It freaking sucked. But yeah, I was supposed to go.
I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
I'm feeling a little better now, but I'm like, I fucking missed out, man. Like, 'cause I genuinely do try to make more time for airsoft in general, and I might end up just going. Honestly, at this point, I might straight up just go to freaking Hollywood Sports this weekend. Maybe just because I'm like, what, I have been wanting to go. I do miss it. You know what I mean? Like, I need to make sure that I'm at least going minimum at least once a month, maybe once every 2 months. I need to make sure that I have a plan to actually go out there. Worst case scenario, I'll go after work or something and go to Project N1 and play with Brendan.
I wish I could go with you.
Him and the boys are there like almost every week. I know Brendan's there almost every week.
I know. Brendan lives there, man. I still haven't been to N1. I still haven't been to N1. It's like, what, 10, 15 minutes from our house?
Still never been?
No. Honestly, it's right up the street.
You and Seabass actually would enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's just, in my opinion, it's just like everything that you don't like about certain like CQB fields, they do it way better at N1. It just is, right? The staff there is like really cool. I love the guys there, John and Gabe. They're freaking awesome. All the refs there too. The rules are really sick. They got it's big boy rules, no minimum engagement distance ever. Like it's hey,
nice.
you're there. There's no arguments of bang bang or who surrendered who. Like no, it's whoever pulled the trigger first.
Right.
But it's everyone for the most part is actually pretty respectful though, especially if they see newer players. If they see a newer player, it's their first time there, they got the rental gear. Most guys are pretty chill about like not like being too overly aggressive in terms of like killing. You know what I mean? Because that's something that like I've experienced firsthand, seeing unfortunately at like some other fields.
Getting lit up by Brendan.
Thankfully not. Brendan is not like that. As toxic as that man is in video games and everything else, he is not like that on the field.
He's just so goddamn fast.
He's just too fast, man. He just moves way too quickly. You got to get better. But yeah, no, okay. So that's something that we can do more to get more people involved as well. Is just doing more community-based events. Maybe actually going out to fields as well. I know Bossman did suggest, and I actually still got to reach out to my contact at Wildlands. We are actually going to be potentially having a Mayo Gang kind of like barbecue or a Mayo Gang private event potentially. I'm still waiting on the details that we can go ahead and we'll get it worked out. But would you say something like that? Like, what would you like to see at events like that specifically? Like, because the way we kind of have it planned out would be like maybe just like we'll bring out a grill or something, grill some food, and then just play some like airsoft in between, right? Just doing some private matches. Do you think events like
just
that?
Stuff like that?
Okay, just like that, or
Oh
what would you
yeah,
want to do
BB
more?
Wars. BB Wars was huge. I mean, that was big. You know what I mean? I know the whole logistics of it and cost and everything is tough. You know, timing and everything is tough. But I think they're successful events. You know what I mean? They get the name out there and just representing Airsoft GI out on the field. You know, just you guys as players being out there. It's like, oh man, I got to play with Isaias today, or I got to play with Cisco or Boaz. You know, and people get excited about that, and they tell their friends. You know, word of mouth is the best. We all know, right? That's
Yeah.
the best advertisement.
No, I would agree with that. I would 100% agree
You
with
know,
that. I
you
think
get,
maybe having those interactions more frequently, I think is
you
definitely
know,
something that we can do. Okay. So definitely having more
yeah,
just community
yeah.
based events. Anything else other than like maybe like a swap meet sales or maybe like these private game events? What else do you think we could possibly do?
To reach out to the community.
Like how so? How so? Because bear in mind, we do have the Discord server. We do try to stay in contact with customers.
Right. You do a lot of the social media, a lot of, Discord and everything like that. And I think that's all on point. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I
Your
mean, bear in mind,
Instagram,
if there's
your
areas of
social media,
improvement
your
that you
YouTube.
that you would like to suggest, I'm all ears too. I'm all ears as well.
Mhm. Yeah, I think you guys are doing a great job with that. You started doing the noob talk, like, hey, ask questions for new players and, basic teching for them, which is not teching, but like changing your inner barrel. Or this is what a bucking is.
Mm-hmm.
Just having those talks. I know one thing I do miss, and I know again, and I know the reasons I know all the insides with you guys and the reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the old school Airsoft GI YouTube where you would have episodes like the Build Your Build series. I lived by that. That's what got me to tech my own gearbox, was just following along with that, along with other YouTubes. But that stuff like that, or basic, like, teach not just top 5 airsoft guns, not just, hey, here's the newest release, or here's the top 5 gas blowbacks out right now, or here's this, but like actual, like, back in the day episodes when you know what I'm talking about, like Boaz produced good quality. I know it takes a lot of time, but good quality released informative videos. Those were awesome. I think, along with, I know Roast Your Build isn't going to come back, but like that, we all know, was fucking huge.
Yeah.
It got people to look at the channel, and then along with getting them to the channel, they start looking at everything else, and that's what I did. But I was looking at Airsoft GI before I even got into Airsoft. I would look at Airsoft videos. So it was like I was looking at the old Airsoft GI videos with like Tim, and checking those out. But when Cisco came on and Boaz started producing some high quality videos, it was just like, damn, this is another level. The quality
I'll let him
of
know
it
you said that.
was, the quality and the information that you guys gave out was, I think that's huge. And I don't know, again, as far as logistics, time, money it takes to do that, but I think that was a big part of your guys' success in the beginning. The informative videos and the quality of the videos, not to say that the quality sucks now, and I know shorts are big because everybody has short-term memories now and ADD, but cool, shorts are cool, but like I want to maybe it's the boomer in me, but I want to sit down and watch a good 10-minute video on, like, show me how to clean my inner barrel, show me how to bucky, and everyone says, oh, well, that's already been done. Yeah, but you know what? Airsoft evolves just like that. I know this because, like, beer, in beer they have these educational YouTube videos too, but the industry evolves so much year after year that every video can be redone and updated every year because the brands change, the
Models
quality
change.
changes, new techniques change. I remember looking at, like, oh, clean your inner barrel with silicone oil, like way back in the day. Like, that's a fucking big old no nowadays. Where there's a lot of misinformation from old school technology back then, where you can now update that, basically like updating an SOP, right?
Sure. No, I get that. I do like what you said though about, like, and it does kind of like pay me too, because believe it or not, as much as I like short form content, just like the next guy, I also really love when we can put out like the much like I guess more of like I don't know how to describe it. The more informative, detailed stuff. Like I also love just doing gun reviews in general. Like I love being able to here's a gun, here's this brand new airsoft gun that just got released, right? And let's break it down, right? Let's break it down. What are the pros? What are the cons? What we think about it? Those are some of because that for years was our bread and butter. But it's definitely not as widespread anymore, or it doesn't have the same reach anymore as like unfortunately like I know what you're saying like the top 5 videos. Honestly, like I wish it wasn't the case too because I liked my top 5 videos, but I do want to do more different stuff as well. We looked at like just like the analytics for how it goes, and like yeah, man, top 5 videos like those are like right now the best, most popular like format or I guess most popular format of like short videos. Those do so freaking well in terms of shorts. But like you're right about that in terms of the old content because like back in the day too, and this is another thing too we kind of touched base on earlier, there was no limitation realistically on social media regarding like spreading airsoft before, right? Pretty much everything was a go. Like you were good to pretty much put anything out there in terms of airsoft, but because of again like obviously unfortunately it is unfortunate, I don't like bringing politics into it, but we do find that there is a lot of anti-gun rhetoric going around that does really cause a lot of trouble for airsoft to really spread and for it to have the same
it gets
reach on
lumped
social
in.
media. It sucks, man. Like we are always been at this uphill battle now. I think for the last for like years now it's been like just an upward battle, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's harder.
Isn't it crazy how you can get like so many recommendations for TNA videos, but like a toy is getting banned? It's insane.
It's and it sucks. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's literally a toy at the end of the day. It's 100% just a toy, right? And I get it. I do get it. It does look like pretty realistic. That's kind of the point. But like, I don't know. It just does sucks because like, and it's funny because you were talking about the higher quality. Do you remember the Clean House mission video that we did for BB Wars? That promotion, that trailer that we did.
Oh yeah,
that one.
It looked like a what do you call it? A trailer to a movie.
Yes, it looked like actually like trailer quality level of like production there, and it was like and it got no views. It literally had no views. And it wasn't until like months, and I mean like almost a year later, that we're getting people that are like, hey, that Clean House mission video you guys did, that thing was fire. I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude, but that came out months ago.
Yeah, back to your point. Top 5 videos I think do well because people kind of want to know, what I mean? Especially with everybody that they're interested in buying the next thing, and they're I think they do well. I actually still enjoy looking at them. And one thing that you touched on that I agree upon too is the reviews, like the in-depth, detailed reviews. Because I remember when I used to look up a replica and I was ready to buy a gun, or I just got a gun and I didn't know, like in a mystery box, and I didn't know much about it, I would do a Google search. Bam, Airsoft GI would usually be one of the top videos doing a review on that gun. You know what I mean? I was always like, oh, cool, another one. So it seemed like every gun that came out, you guys were doing in-depth, like the in-depth ones are great. Like, let's show you the guts, show you from stock to muzzle brake or whatever, front to back, full on detailed review were great. I mean, that's where you did the pricing. I know pricing isn't really good to show on a YouTube video because prices always change, but you did all the specs on it and everything. Those videos were great.
I appreciate that. I do like want to be able to do more stuff like that. And again, we're always open to try more stuff. You know what I mean? Like we definitely would love to be able to experiment more and be like, hey, what if we try this format or this format, right? I think we've tried a little bit of that, and to some extent, some of the videos have gotten pretty good views. But honestly, it just seems like the easiest ones to realistically get like that big reach is just, unfortunately, right now we have 100% entered the day and age where it's short form entertainment, short form, shorts, TikTok style videos, like unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't mind them because again, it's like I get it, everyone loves to complain about like TikTok, especially like people my age and younger. Like everyone's like, oh, their TikTok videos, it's so like short, you can't do anything. It's like, bro, shut up. We grew up with Vine, man. Stop hating just because stop hating because we're old now, man. Just But I do get what you're saying.
Right.
I appreciate the longer ones as well in terms of like being able to have more details about the gun itself. It's hard to really compress that all into like literally a minute. We try
Sure.
to. If you guys check
Yeah.
out Airsoft GI Reloaded, that's our secondary channel. Thank you. It's our secondary channel where we have a lot of like compressed style videos, very informative, trying to give as much info in under a minute. Check out the 1 minute review series that we do. But no, I get it. I hear you, man. And again, these are all things that we
So
do want to, try our best. And if you guys agree with this as well, or you guys have your suggestions, feel free to go ahead and put away in the live chat as well. I do want to like try to touch base and address everything you said. Yes, I think this is all still
yeah,
good
so
criticism.
and this coming from a consumer, and again, I've owned a business and I understand inventory. I understand distribution, and I understand, and this is maybe a boss man more of a question, but like, it's a hard balance when you have too much inventory, right? Because now you got too much overhead, and now you're trying to make up for it by selling it, and some stuff doesn't sell. But what I would love from Airsoft GI as a consumer, and I'm only speaking as a consumer, as a voice to anybody else, is what I see is you guys have almost every airsoft gun you could think of. You guys have a great inventory of airsoft guns, but when it comes to upgradable parts, you guys even have great dang, I got a brain fart right now. Attachments, accessories, attachments, amazing. But when it comes to internal, upgradable parts, different kinds of gears, different kinds of bearings, different kinds of MOSFETs, brushless motors, and I don't have to name the brands, the big brands I'm talking about that are out there, brushless motors or MOSFETs and all these different ones, a more plethora of the, what I could say, quote unquote, cool internal parts at the time, right? Because there's a lot of people now that I do, or even like myself, that are interested in upgrading their guns and are still trying to learn to do it themselves. And I go to Airsoft GI first, and I look for a part that I'm specifically looking for that I want to upgrade my gun with. And if it's not there, then obviously I have to go somewhere else. But if Airsoft GI had a little more variety of brands within their inventory of upgradable parts like MOSFETs, brushless motors, like I said, high-end gears and pistons and everything else, barrels you guys do a great job with, but just a little more of the variety of let's say, like I said, quote unquote cool brands, right? And we both know that, Unicorn is a great inner barrel. I use it still too. And there's minute differences in gears. There's minute differences in motors and this and that. But some people they want those specific name brand motors, and it's their prerogative that they want to get that, but that will get them to the website
Gotcha.
get other things.
No.
If you know what I'm trying to say.
I totally hear you.
Outside of just like having gate and Zion Arms MOSFETs, open it up to, other ones.
No, I hear you. That's definitely something that we can do. That's definitely a thing that's up to our distributors really at the end of the day. We can definitely push to being like, hey, can you guys carry this? Or is there any way you can bring, these in? We can definitely like try something like that. It is definitely one of those cases where it's like, it is going to be up to our distributors what they carry, we can bring in. But, we might be able to convince the distributors to carry like, hey, can we get more of these parts in or more of these smaller components in? That's definitely something we can do. But okay, before I continue, guys, remember to go ahead and place your orders now during the duration of this live stream. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Order yourself the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box. You'll be getting yourself 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, in addition to some amazing airsoft prizes for just $179. It's absolutely insane. And make sure that you guys share this live stream around with as many new people as possible. Anyone at all that you possibly know, right? It seems like most of the people who are placing their orders right now are returning shoppers, which always appreciate it. We always appreciate, every single one of you guys' views, whether you are a first-time watcher or a long-time supporter. However, we want to get more new people involved into this amazing hobby and involved in the Mayo Gang. So make sure that you guys place your orders now, because remember, all it takes is one $20 order, and you will enter into this Thursday's shopping spree giveaway. And again, all you got to do is place a $20 or greater order, and you guys are in. But you guys can maximize your potential, right? I'm going to link the rules to the live stream as well. Make sure that you are present during that live stream giveaway on, again, same place, same YouTube channel. All you got to do, place your $20 or greater order. I'd highly recommend taking advantage of the promotion and watch the damn stream, because if you're not here during the live stream, when we make the announcement for who the winner is, that's it. And it's a guaranteed winner. It's 100% a guaranteed winner, because if the winner that we call is not there, we're just going to keep randomizing. We're going to keep rolling until we find a winner. Now, that's actually something else that I wanted to ask you about as well. Do you like the new shopping spree giveaway kind of format? Because if y'all didn't know, Brewer is actually a previous winner. He's previous winner for the shopping spree giveaway, winning the biggest prize pot that you've actually had was $4,150, I believe was the exact amount. So what do you feel now about this new sort of format where on the third week it's a guaranteed winner? Like, we're going to keep randomizing until we find a winner. Do you like it? What's your thoughts on it?
I'm indifferent. It's pros and cons. I mean, I like it in the way that more people could actually win than it just stacking all the way to 4,000. But like, what's cooler than winning $4,000, right? Mm-hmm. But we both know when I won that 4,150, it was just like it took me 6 months to use
forever.
it. Everybody says, "Oh, I'd spend that in a day." It's like, it's not that easy.
No, it's not that easy, man. Like, that is actually up to that point where it's like you actually have to try really hard to spend like at a certain amount to be like, all right, realistically what I want. Like, yeah, you could spend it all in one day, but would you actually, for anything that you actually want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm indifferent. I like it, the fact that, you get $1,100 or $1,000, every 3 weeks guaranteed, $500 to $1,000 you're going to win. That's still a good amount of money. So, I mean, you're getting more winners. More winners means more repeat customers, right?
Exactly. Not only that.
So that's how I look at it, is like you're getting, instead of one person spending $4,150 and you're still gonna have a repeat customer there, you're getting more winners more often that are gonna be repeat customers.
Exactly. Not only that too, but like the idea was, again, another thing that we tried, right, was, or one of the big complaints that we had was that people had to wait so long to be able to find an actual winner, right? Literally, this last one, when Soybean won, it took 9 weeks for us to find an actual winner. 9 weeks. It was insane, right? And even though it was cool that it was like, hell yeah, right? We'd have this huge prize pot amount. We didn't have as many people placing orders at that point, right? As soon as it was like got to that point where it was like, yeah, no one's really getting orders in, like entries are low, and they actually got lower as the prize pot amount increase, which was like kind of sucks. And I know some people might be like, oh, I kind of missed the bigger prize pot. That's not to say that they won't ever come back. Absolutely not. That's why
it's a hard balance, because everybody goes hard when it starts getting to a decent amount, right? Mm-hmm. You get over $1,000, $2,000, everyone's like, oh, they're getting gift cards and they're buying stuff just to get an entry. Well, you could only spend so much getting entries for so long until you're like flat out broke in the bank, and then you just can't get entries anymore, mm-hmm. right?
No, 100%. Like, the idea was like for this to be a chance for newer people to kind of get involved as well, being like, you know what, let me get this in, let me get this order in real quick, right? And it was going to be a much faster one. That's not to say that it's going to be limited to only $1,000. And that's the thing, if that's, I guess just so you guys know, the more and more people we get involved in this, like if we start seeing like, huge amounts of like influx of orders, especially if they are newer people's on a consistent basis, dude, hell yeah, 100%. Bossman said it himself on the previous stream before. He's 100% cool with increasing the prize pot amount. Maybe we can get up to like a $2,000 prize pot. Who knows? Like literally, sky's the limit. But we just got to make sure that we have enough people, newer people, consistent stream of them, getting involved in these live streams, getting involved in the Mayo Gang shopping spree giveaways. That's sort of the biggest thing. As we get more people in, like, the possibilities are literally endless for it. All right, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much, dude, for jumping in, man. I
love you, man. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate
as a friend,
you, man.
I appreciate you, and
I appreciate you, man.
You're awesome. The whole team is great. So you guys are great.
Like, big shout out to you, man. Because honestly, like, I really appreciate the fact that you were able to go. I know I like texted you earlier today about it, but I was like, man, I feel like I should have given him a little bit more time just in case.
No, I was fixing my sink. I was under the sink trying to be a plumber, making things worse.
Oh no! I was about to ask how to go, and then it made it worse. Oh no! Oh no! All right, man. I'll let you go.
It's good to get out and hang out with you guys and shoot the shit with the homies in the Mayo Gang, man. These is a great community right here. So
thanks,
I
man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Let's
have a great night.
Yes, let's Seabass know that we're all anxiously waiting his return in the scene, man.
Definitely, I'll let him know.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night, brother.
All right, brother.
Take it easy, dude. There you guys go. There you guys go. Yeah, I just wanted to go and have like someone else. Again, if you guys like me having guests in, feel free to go ahead and let me know what your guys' opinions on it are. I thoroughly enjoy having a guest on. I like having a conversation, going back and forth with someone. I think it's really dope. But let me know what you guys think as well. Guys, entries are low. We have a few people that are placing their orders, but again, right, it seems like most of them are are actually just repeat customers, which always appreciated. But let's get some more new people involved. Anyone out there that's just watching that thinks that there's no way in hell that they'd be able to go and win the prize pot all for themselves, absolutely not. You 100% do have a shot at winning. You 100% have a shot at winning. Beginner's luck is 100% a thing, right? Even the previous winner, that was actually his first time buying Airsoft, or buying from Airsoft GI. You guys can be the next big winner too, but you guys got to get those orders in now while you guys can, and I strongly recommend take advantage of promotions right next to me. Every $50 spent, get you 5 entries. However, you order one of the Platinum Hot Releases mystery box, you're getting 20. You're getting 20, but only for the duration of the stream. So don't miss out and place your orders right now while you guys can. All right, let's go ahead and go on through some of y'all lovely questions and comments in the live stream chat. Remember, if you guys want to go and ask a question, put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a lot easier for me to see. Let's see through. Clayton Peralta saying, I wish the shop we have all those guns. I hear it. I appreciate it. I think at FPS, not to be sure. I was looking at the Octors NYO2. Octors NYO2, yes. Octors NYO2 is actually a very, very, very good airsoft gun. Anything Octors are really, at the end of the day, is going to be a solid pick. Their gearboxes are shimmed very, very well. I don't know many brands out there, manufacturers, that take the time to shim as well as they do. Getting a good quality gun, man. An absolutely good quality option, man. If you want to save money, yeah, Prime Ticket, yeah, on it, man. You're on it. LWT, that's what I'm talking about, baby. The LWTs are fantastic as well. All right, let's see. Only 19 likes, guys. Y'all really hated that much, guys. Let's bump up those likes, man. Let's bump up those likes. Let us know that you guys want us to continue doing these live streams. Otherwise, I might have to retire early, honestly. Might have to retire early. So let's get those likes up. Let's see, keep scrolling through, make sure to miss anything. Personally, the Mark II, and it is by far the best gun I have in my collection out of the box. Performance-wise, it's right up there with the complete upgraded SR25. Actually, I don't think have I seen your SR25, Jason? If not, post a picture of it. I'm curious. I don't remember what that SR25 looks like. Now I want to see. I love SR25 builds. But yeah, man, if you were looking for a gun that was just going to absolutely freaking dominate the field, you honestly can't go wrong with a Mayo Gang MG4, whether it be a Mark 1 or the Mark 2. I'm more partial to the Mark 2 because not just I own one. Thanks. Big shout out to Brewer for giving me one for my birthday. I freaking love this thing. But these are also discounted as well. Like, all the MGC4s are literally discounted, but only till the end of the night. So make sure you guys get your orders in as well, because these discounts are expiring. So just saying, you want to order now. All right, let's see here. It keeps going through. Make sure to miss anything. Yeah, hell yeah. See, keeps going. Make sure to miss anything. Short media is easier to watch because if you miss something said or showcased, you just have to wait for the video to replay rather than rewind to a specific timestamp. No, I guess I can get that. There is obviously a very convenient thing with short form content or short media in general. It's a lot easier to digest. It's much faster. But I think, unfortunately, one of the biggest downsides I would have to say, and it's kind of a struggle that we have to kind of deal with too, is that realistically you cannot fit everything that you need to about the gun in under a minute, right? You can cover a lot in a minute, but not everything, unfortunately. And it's just the reality of how things are, right? It's just too much. Because again, in a lot of our videos that we do for like 1 minute reviews, we talk about the gun for a little bit, show it off, and then we also like to show and demonstrate the gun firing and what the gun sounds like when it's actually being shot, right? Which is cool. I love doing that. But, it does take a little bit of time. It does take a little bit of time away from the talking points, and we don't want it to be solely talking either, because a lot of times that can be a little boring as well. You kind of have to show something happening on screen. That's another thing that we found out about short-form content. You have to constantly be moving or doing something in order for it to be considered entertaining. Because what was it? It was like, if you don't capture the attention of the viewer within like 3 seconds or like 2 seconds, that's all you realistically have. If they don't do it within 3 seconds, they're just going to scroll on to the next video, something that's more entertaining, right? I get it. I do like the longer style videos, when we have like a pretty like high production value in terms of like, hey, let's make this dope ass trailer, right? Or this cool cinematic thing, right, for BB Wars or something, or for this new airsoft gun. It's like, as much as I want them to be like the staple, like the thing that everyone tunes in for, unfortunately, as much as I love them, and I'm sure maybe you do as well, they just aren't as popular as some of the other, formats that we've done, unfortunately. But I still love doing them. Boaz and I still love doing that. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I saw one yesterday, one of my first airsoft yesterday, but I didn't know where to start. First airsoft gun AEG or pistol. Okay, that's a great question, Clayton. Honestly, man, I would say if it's your very first airsoft gun in general, I would say go for AEGs, man. Like, it's gonna be a lot easier. I think a lot of people were in agreement as well. It depends on what your budget realistically is. Right, but AEGs are definitely going to be a lot easier to deal with. There's not a whole lot of maintenance that's required with them, and depending on the one you get, again, AR, M4, M16 base, right, you're going to be having a plethora of options in terms of like upgrade components if you wanted to get into that later on, right? Yeah, and I would say MGC4s. Yeah, I mean, if you have the money for them, man, MGC4s all the way. Like, dominating the field right from the get-go, you're set. You basically buy that. You never have to buy another airsoft gun ever, like ever. Let's see here. When looking up teching videos, the most common are 5 to 10 years old. Okay, Zubanel, I see you. Would you guys want us to do more tech style videos, like more teching stuff? I mean, granted, we have to think what the whole airsoft community as a whole thinks of, you know what I mean? So while I like certain things, right, I'm sure we all have our personal preferences for styles of videos or things that we like to see out there. We have to think, okay, what's realistically going to get more new people into this hobby? What's going to grab their attention and motivate them to, hey, let me go ahead and place an order, right, for some airsoft guns. Let me go out on the field and actually play some airsoft, right? That's kind of the big questions we got to ask ourselves. Not necessarily what we like, but what does the whole community as a whole like, you know? But I do like we are open to doing more takedown videos. I think those can be cool. I think those can be very, very entertaining too, and for me personally. But let me know what you guys think as well. Nimitz85, do you hold tech workshops to teach the community basic tech skills? Well, we don't hold workshops. All of our staff is more than willing to show hey, here's how you would change your motor, right? Here's how you change your inner barrel. I've done that several times, or on how to do basic, here, let me just change out these small things, right? That's like something that we've done. All of us have done at some point or another, and we continue to do so. But we also have a lot of videos. I highly recommend you check out Airsoft GI Reloaded. That's a great place for information. We have a lot of tutorials on there as well. We break it down pretty easily for you guys, so it's pretty easy to digest and very easy to understand as well. Let's see here. Nimitz85, my box is ready for pickup, but I won't be free till Friday. Hey, you know what? Your box then is anxiously awaiting for you to pick up, man. Your box is going to be ready, right? It's going to feel amazing when you can actually come in store and pick it up and open them up. Let's see, Zubinel, some event for people interested, but not ready to make the jump into the sport. Okay, so some event for people that are interested, but not enough to play. I think maybe having those those more frequent Mayo Gang meetups, swap meets and stuff, or maybe not even swap meets, just having maybe more different distributors come in, or different brands, right? Like G&G, like Lancer Tactical, like Echo One, having them show up and showing off hey, here's some of the stuff that we sell, you know what I mean? Would you guys like to, take a look at these, some of the new products that we have, right? I think that'd be pretty sick. I think it's really cool when a company does that. Even if it's in a smaller space, like a retail shop or something, I still think it's really cool. I still think it's really cool to be able to have. It's hey, that shows, right, the community that hey, these guys want to get involved. They want to hear your opinion on what you think about these guns, right? I think that's pretty sick. I think that's actually really, really sick. Let's see, zooming out. You could sell BBs with it to make some money to get some sample BB bags as well, Zubino. We have planned for our own lineup of BBs. That it definitely has been something that we've been, kind of conjuring up. I think we're working on that right now. But yeah, having an actual spoilers, basically a Mayo jar of BBs. I think that's definitely going to be pretty hype. I'm anxiously waiting for that as well. Oh, this is a good one. The Casual Airsofter. What is your favorite gun on the 2024 Platinum Mystery Box? Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so I'll go ahead and link the Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box. Again, this Mystery Box is freaking insane, man. This is an insane box. If you haven't ordered yours, do it now. Literally, you're getting 20 chances of winning $1,100. What are you guys doing, right? But anyway, if I had to go over some of my favorite guns on here, honestly, I mean, it might be a little bit of an easy answer to say the MGC4s, but I mean, that grand prize, man. You're getting two of them. You're getting two Mark 1s, decked out with tons of accessories, right? Ready to go, and it's already retail. For both of them, you'd end up spending like $1,000, like basically $1,000 to get these two, right? And you're already getting it. M3 Moz, I think is killer. I think that's still really, really cool. The PC1 Storm Pneumatic Sniper Rifles, I think that's banging, man. I think that's absolutely banging. These sniper rifles have range, my guy. These things can shoot far, really freaking far. It's insane. Honestly, like that would be another dope prize that I would love getting in there. The F90. I mean, who just doesn't love a good gas blowback? Especially the KWA F90. The LCTs, though, those definitely caught my eye. The LCTs definitely caught my eye because, again, that's something that I think even Brewer had mentioned. Models change from year to year, right? And LCT was one of those models that didn't really, or brands that didn't really change their stuff or really innovate too much on pretty much any of their models or any of their guns. It's not until now that we are starting to see, okay, maybe now they're starting to maybe re-release some guns or release some stuff now. It's getting the same really solid external build quality that LCT is known for, but now they're starting to update their internals, updated stuff like the Gate Aster and more. I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool that LCT is doing that and really getting with the times. If they're gonna charge X amount for essentially your for your AK, right, then you might as well make it with some pretty solid modern internals, right? I think that's definitely the way to go. So good on them for actually listening. Let's see here. I do try to let newbies borrow my stuff when needed or just to try out. Seen a few high caps bite the dust and got plenty of mids. I mean, yeah, that's fine, honestly. Like, especially if I'm letting someone borrow, a gun. Obviously, you want to try to treat it with respect. But if, they end up, like, kind of trashing a high cap magazine, whatever. Even if it's a mid cap, as long as it's not, like, a PTS or something. Even then, honestly, I wouldn't mind. It's just a magazine, at the end of the day. As long as they treat the gun carefully and they take care of it and it still works by the time they're done using it, I'm okay with it, man. I'm actually all right with it. But yeah, that's another question too for you guys, and you guys are free to chime in as well. What are some things that you as community members like to do to bring in more people, or what do you think that are some good ways to get more new people involved into this amazing hobby, getting them to be members of the Mayo Gang, getting them to support Airsoft GI, and get out and play, and actually get out and play. All right, let's see. So screw through. Can you make sure I'm not missing anything? Ooh, apologies on that. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything too. I know there's some earlier ones as well. That's why Chris. You were the guy that was playing in Hawaii. That's why Clayton. You were the one that's playing in Hawaii. Okay, is it worth swapping out a 25K 70 TPA motor for 25K 21 TPA fish stickum? For me, I wouldn't. But I mean, if you want to, you can. For me, I don't really care. For me, I don't really care at the end of the day. I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference, if I'm being honest. Zubanel, what is the average airspeed velocity? I don't know of an unladen swallow. I know that the reference. I get the reference. Monty Python is hilarious, but I don't remember what is the actual the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow. I do not remember, my guy. I know where it's from. I just don't know the actual numerical amount. Let's keep scrolling through. Okay, yeah, yours, DJ, I'm pretty sure yours should have been sent. Yeah, Bossman's going to be looking into that one. Yeah, because yours should have been already sent out, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, the hominess. Ooh, that's a good question. I like this one. What makes the Cthulhu better than the AAP-01? Okay. I see you. Okay. Here's what I'll say about it, right? Usually, most of the time, whenever I go to, Boaz and I both agree, right? And even some of our other boys as well, like our employees and some friends have actually agreed as well that usually when you end up going to the field, the guys that are running AAP-01s, they're usually pretty, plain in terms of what they have on them. A lot of the ones that have been customized and have been decked out are usually rocking, honestly, fairly similar components as well, right? Thumb rest. You get the cock ring on here as well. Again, you get a lot of cool stuff on here, but essentially you end up spending what ends up being about $220 to about $240, sometimes $250, even more, for a lot of these same externals, right? Which is cool. Don't get me wrong. You are getting the AAP-01 at a pretty good deal. We sell it for pretty damn cheap, but at the end of the day, you end up spending so much money for it to look just like this, right? If not even just close to it. The Tandem Cross Cthulhu for $150 already is gonna have what you need in terms of its externals. It feels solid in the hands, man. It feels how an AAP-01, would feel at its most comfortable, right? Because an AAP-01 is not bad. It definitely is not bad. It's it's pretty solid as is. But the way people build them out, with the cocking ring, thumb rest, and everything like this, and flat trigger. It's like this already is essentially what you would end up getting, and it's saving you a lot of money that way, right? The rest of the money you can spend on getting like, hey, let me go ahead and get that bucking and inner barrel, man. And then there you go, you're set. You literally have nothing else to do at that point. Maybe buy extra magazines, and like literally that's it, man. That is absolutely it. Nothing else, right? But again, it's all a matter of individual preference, right? If you want to compare the two, yes, technically speaking, you know, the just the standard AAPO one is going to be a little more affordable, but honestly, for like what, 25 more bucks, it's worth it, man. 25 more bucks, and you end up like saving a ton of money on externals, right? That's why I would much rather get the tandem cross, right? That's why I'd much rather get the tandem cross comparatively. All right, make sure I'm missing. Okay, I think I should be caught up on all those. Scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. Remember, guys, if you have any Airsoft-related questions, feel free to go on and let me know down in the live chat with the letter Q right in front of your question. And remember, right, whether you're looking for Airsoft recommendations, you're looking for my opinions on certain things, or you just want to go on and get, ask me personal questions, you guys are more than welcome to do so. But just make sure that you are leaving a like on this live stream and sharing this around with as many people as possible, right? Let's get all eyes on this stream. Let people know, hey, right now, every $50 they spend gets them 5 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway, and they order themselves the newest, the latest, the greatest 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box. That's 20 entries. Normally it's 15. That's 20 entries, but only till, what is that? 38 more minutes till literally 9:30, and that's it. We done. We are done. All right, Jacob Roberts is a great question. Thoughts on the Gen 3 Lance Tactical AirTac collab? Would love to grab one if you have stock. If you have stock. So these bad boys, I believe, towards the end of April. I believe that they're supposed to be, the AirTacs are supposed to be coming in. AirTac. Yeah, those are on pre-order right now. These are freaking solid. Honestly, I think it's worth it, man. I think these are actually freaking cool. These, I believe, towards the end of April. They might end up coming out sooner. Again, we'll be keeping you guys in touch when those guys drop. But yeah, I think towards the end of April is when these were slated to release as well. So Jacob Roberts, end of April is when we're looking at them. I would say do it now. But again, get the pre-order in now, because again, if you get your pre-order in now, you're getting those extra entries in the Shopping Spree giveaway. I would say now is definitely the time to go ahead and do it. But again, up to you, right? I would just say quantity is limited. That's all I'm saying. Quantity is indeed limited. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anything. No, I did not. What are you guys hearing, my guy? What are you guys hearing? That is called selective hearing, Brewer. Brewer, you and freaking Joseph King, you guys have selective hearing, my guy. DJ, don't encourage him. You guys, man, hear what you want to hear. Freaking nasty, man. All right, let's see what's going through. Dude, Rifleman is the fun way to go. You get a sweet blend of range. You can go close range, not quite sniper range, but you don't usually need that kind of range. You get a good rate of fire and all. Yeah, I would agree so, XR Preacher. I would agree. I think there are pros and cons to like every sort of role, right? But it also depends on the field that you're playing at too. Sometimes they do restrict you on other roles. I think rifleman, just in general, like what the normal definition of like a rifleman style role or loadout. I think that's like there's a reason why it's the go-to for like most people. It's the most convenient. It's the easiest to go with. Don't really have to think too much about it. It's pretty solid. It's a solid way to go. For me, I really love running like specialist style weapons because I think they're cool, man. I think they really are cool. I like doing stuff that's different, and that's what makes Airsoft interesting for me. Because I'm not gonna lie, the minute that I switch over, like especially if I've been doing LMG like for several games in a row, I'll switch over to a rifle, and I'm like, oh man, this is so much lighter. Y'all have this easy, right? And I'm going around, I'm stacking. I'm not gonna lie, like I do pretty well with just a regular rifle. I'm like, man, this is so much easier. You know what I mean? This is so much easier. It's so lightweight. I can one-hand this thing, you know? But yeah, no, I get that, man. I get that. Let's see. Yeah, because Clayton was asking about it. Yeah. Please make sure to miss anything from tech videos can be repetitive, and some YouTube videos just refresh older methods for a decade ago. Showcase vids like what ASGI has made for the MGC4 and the recent PMG5 are what I enjoyed repeatedly watching because there's a bit more attention to detail. I get that, Prime Tech. I think the trick is to like keep it, have the attention to detail be there, but also maintain a level of like, hey, excitement, enthusiasm. Because remember, we are still trying to be entertaining enough for players and new people, not just regular players, but for new people to retain their views, right? To make sure that they stay long enough to like, all right, this is pretty cool. Let me go in and check out their website, see what they're all about, or let me leave a like on this video, right? Let me share this around because I think this is really cool. That's the trick, right? Because as good as the video might be, it doesn't do crap for us if people aren't liking it, if people aren't sharing it around. That's the biggest thing, man. If we're not getting more subscribers from it, if it's not getting the views that that it should, like, yeah, then that's the kicker right there. That's the big kicker right there. It has to be able to give a good enough of a return, right? It has to be good enough of a return for us. But I'm glad you enjoyed those videos. We did work hard on those videos, but I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Prime Tech. Oh, let's see here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Just make sure I'm missing anything. Okay. Hey Isaias, is there more upside than downside on VFC lineup of guns? Ooh, Mickey Mouse. I mean, Mickey Mouse. I think it really depends on what model we're talking about, and also just your budget in general. Because if money wasn't an issue for you, then I would say, like, what does it really matter at the end of the day, right? But I think more upsides than downsides. I don't know if there's necessarily more downsides per se. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to look at it that way objectively and be like, okay, well, there's more bad than good. I don't think so. I think very few guns in general have more cons than, like, pros. I think most of them typically are going to have more pros than cons. I rarely find a gun out there that's like, okay, this has way too many cons about it, like, for it to not even justify its existence. You know what I mean? Even some of the most, like, quote-unquote lower quality stuff out there, like, I'm sure it serves a purpose. There's a place for it. There's a time and place. But it just depends on what your expectations are realistically. Now, for VFC, if we're just talking like an umbrella statement on VFC stuff in general, I think they make some really cool stuff. But I think some other stuff that has been, in circulation for some time now, it's been out for some time. I think a lot of it is kind of outdated now. Not saying that you can't make it really cool, and I think VFC externals are honestly fucking amazing. I think VFC externals look so freaking good. Right, like this, it's good, man. Like, it really is good. There's a reason why VFC looks so freaking fantastic, because everyone loves them, right? They look fantastic, especially their officially licensed stuff, right? Any of their HK stuff, their 416s, their M110s, right? They look amazing, but they're just so freaking pricey, and a lot of times I kind of have to think as a consumer, right? Like, all right, realistically, especially if I'm on a budget, and it's cutting real close, I gotta compare it to like other models and see what I'm getting, right, performance-wise. Granted, maybe some people don't really care too much about the specifics in terms of performance. They're just like, look, does the gun shoot well? Okay, that's all I need. It shoots okay, and I'm getting a good-looking gun because I love the way this one looks and feels. Hey, you know what? At that point, VFC, it is 100% worth it, but it depends on the person. It really depends on the person and what you value most. Keep scrolling through. Just make sure it's missing. All right, do a challenge video. Get an airsoft gun. Go to Texas. Gameplay videos? I don't know. I mean, like, do you guys want to see more gameplay videos out there? Like, because I don't remember gameplay doing that one. And I think just the logistics of doing gameplay videos is a little bit tricky. But I mean, hey, if we get enough people asking for it, right? Just like anything else, if there's enough people asking for something, it can happen. Like, it 100% can happen, but we just got to see, like, a big demand for it from multiple, and I mean multiple people. It's like any other business, you know what I mean? Stop telling him lies. No one's telling lies about you, Sigma. He is fast indeed. He is very, very fast. All right, guys. We got 30 minutes left of the stream. You guys know what to do. I have the promotions written right there. Promos for tonight. Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 chances of winning this week's shopping spree giveaway. That's 5 entries. 5 chances of winning $1,100. $1,100 all to yourself. That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. You can do a lot of damage with $1,100. Right? Not only that, you get yourself the 2024 Platinum Hot Release Mystery Box, and that's 20 entries. Ordinarily, it's 15. Tonight, for the remaining 30 minutes, that is going to be 20 chances of winning $1,100 all for yourself. But if you're not placing those orders, there you go. Someone else is, right? Someone else is going to be placing their order for that. Someone else is going to be winning a dope airsoft gun for cheap, and someone else is going to be getting themselves 20 chances of winning and end up taking home that $1,100 prize pot all for themselves. It can be you. 100% it can be you, but you're not going to win unless you play, so get those orders in now while you can. And remember, there's no risk of you not getting the stuff you ordered. There's no risk of you not getting the stuff you order. You are automatically going to be entered in the shopping spree giveaway. There's no risk. There's no extra cost of entry, right? Anyone can win. Literally anyone can win. And just make sure that once you place your orders, you're tuned in and that you watch Thursday's shopping spree giveaway live stream. Still going to be starting at the same time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 8:30 is going to be the deadline, and we're going to make the announcement for who the winner is from there. So don't miss out and get those orders in, especially for a lot of the discounted sale items, because these sales are expiring by the end of tonight. So not a lot of time in the day. So get those orders in while you guys can. Okay. Let's keep scrolling through. Okay. Ooh, got some cool stuff I'm going to show you guys as well. Let's see here. All right. So I wanted to go ahead and, a lot of you guys know that if you guys have been following us for some time now, you guys know that we're trying to continue developing more and more stuff for the Mayo Gang itself, right? You guys, we have it, right? The Mayo Gang MGC4 lineup. That is, thanks to all the support that you guys have been giving us and why we're able to do a Mark II. And now this is the Mark III, right? This is the current setup that we got going on for the Mark III. Right, that way you guys can go ahead and see it. It's kind of just a mock-up, So see what you guys can kind of come to expect when the Mark III rolls around, right? This is what, your support ultimately ends up letting us do. Your support is able to go ahead and help us create more new airsoft guns that you guys actually want, right? The Mark I and the Mark II are directly, resulted from the requests that you guys made from what you guys wanted from an AR, right? That's why they freaking are so amazing, because they're literally the things that you guys told us that you guys wanted, right? And you guys want more of them? Absolutely. We are happy to do so. You guys got to show your support for Airsoft GI by making sure you shop for all your Airsoft goodies through us. Make sure that you guys are watching all the content that we put out there. It's all free. And make sure you hit that bell icon. You're subscribed and you're notified every time we drop new amazing hits like this. But yeah, you guys want to see more stuff like this? Hey, you know what? Keep buying your Mayo Gang MGC4s, right? Keep supporting Airsoft GI, and more of this shit's going to be more possible, man. More of this shit's going to be possible. We can do some crazy things. I know the running joke, right, of the LMG being a thing. Hey, you know what? I'm telling you, I wasn't joking. We get enough support for it. We can get enough people supporting the Mayo Gang lineup itself. Yeah, man, we can totally make that happen. That is 100% something that is possible. There's no reason why not, but we gotta make sure that we get the support for it first. You know what I mean? We got to make sure that we get the support for it first. But yeah, man. Yeah, okay, let's keep going through. Mixed 3 boxes en route, expected on Friday. Hell yeah, Prime Tag. Hell yeah, man. That's what I like to see, brother. As I've seen my SR25, but I can post it again and tag you and GIs can see it. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Again, I just love seeing SR25s, man. I love seeing SR25s. I think they're one of the coolest platforms ever. Jacob Roberts, thoughts on the Gen 3 lens? That's cool. Okay, answer that one as well. Okay, just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, here we go. There we go. We've got a poll going on. Potential Mark III rail. Yeah, I'll show it off again. Show it off again so you guys can see. There you go. Right. I'll expand this a little more. What do you guys think of this so far? All right. We've shown off a little bit of on video before on the MGC4 overview. We kind of teased the next one, right? For the Mark III. I actually really dig this. I thought in the pictures at first, when we were conceptualizing all this, I thought the rail system was going to be a lot fatter. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that we get a lot of the space inside the rail without it being too thick, right? That's the thing that I was concerned about. It's going to be too big. It was going to look like this giant ass handguard on this thin receiver. Honestly, that was not the case. Thank God. This is actually a really cool rail. I think Bossman did a really good job of finding a good slick rail. It looks good, right? And the fact that it has its suppressor ready, that again, it was literally created so that way you can throw a mock suppressor and you can throw a cannon there and it should have enough space to accommodate it. That was the whole point. Boas was convinced us. He's like, hey man, this honey badger shit is off the chain. We got to hop on this now while you can, right? That's what we did. That's 100% what we did. And hopefully, when the Mark III rolls around, y'all can get your pre-orders in because, we want to make sure that we get more Mayo Gang lineup guns to continue moving, man. Let's see here. Yeah. See here. It's sweet. There you go. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about the rail. So I think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. What's the other option? Is that the new barbecue grill? What the heck? That's funny. Honestly, I think it's cool. I actually really like that rail system. But again, let us know what you guys think about it as well. Okay, keep scrolling through. Hyena Gaming YouTube. How much does a metal airsoft gun typically weigh? I think that's model to model, realistically, isn't it? And I'll be real. I'm terrible when it comes to determining how much things weigh, cause like I'm so used to carrying like freaking heavy ass freaking LMGs all day. I don't know how much regular rifles. If I had to guess, polymer is like what, 4 pounds usually. So I would imagine that like a metal gun would probably about like maybe 6, maybe 8 pounds around there, around that ballpark. I think it really depends on the gun itself, man. I think it really depends on the gun. Let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything. This is, make sure. Okay, answer that one, answer that one, answer that one. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, I think we're all caught up on all those. I'm going to scroll down to my most recent comments and questions. I was going to have a feeling there's going to be quite a bit more people. Oh God, how do you say it? JDPP. What are the best M4 mags? Honestly, again, really depends on the model itself. There are a lot of models that I've seen that can be, pretty universal in terms of what they can accept in terms of magazine fitment, but some of them are a little bit on the pickier side. Some of them are very picky about which magazines will fit and or feed, right? Some of them will fit just fine, but maybe not feed the best, or it's kind of sporadic, or you kind of have to move around the magazine. You have to hold it in place in order for it to feed. I've seen that happen before, but you swap it out for any other brand magazines and they work just fine. I think it really, really is model dependent. So my favorite brand of magazines have got to be, obviously PTS. PTS EPMs are always a safe bet. Those pretty much work in everything. It's what we include in our custom guns. I'd have to say both the Lancer Tactical and Zion Arms high-speed magazines. I think those are really cool. Honestly, I really like the high-speed magazines, the standard ones, but honestly, you cannot tell me high-speed magazine. You cannot tell me that this mag don't look freaking cool, man. It's a cool looking mag, and I'm glad Zion Arms is finally releasing these mags individually. For those that are wondering, yes, this is the same magazine that you get out of the R15 and the MGC4s. This is the same magazine you get out of the MGC4 as well. That really cool looking PMag. There you go. It looks cool, man. It looks clean, man. It looks sick. But another one would also probably have to be, any of the classic Army mags are fine. VFC mags are okay. Again, it really just depends, like, on which one. I think most brands in general. I think if I had to pick top two, yeah, definitely would be the Lancers/Zion Arms high-speed mags or the PTS EPMs. Everyone has their preferences. Keep scrolling through. Ricky Pona, I'm a bit clumsy with my gear. I think everyone is to an extent. You know what I mean? Like, especially when there's like, okay, this is the thing that I hate the most. I really hate this. I hate when a lot of fields that are also paintball fields. I understand that a lot of times you can't like clean up everything there. You know what I mean? It's an outdoor field, but at a certain point, you would think a puddle of like massive paint and mixed in with like a lot of water, just sludge, right, should get like either swept up or just kind of taken care of, because that's a massive tripping hazard. Even if you have them like your footwear has the most amount of traction, that is a massive slippage situation we got going on there. I personally would not want to have to like step in that, because I've been in that position where I've like was running across, I stepped in a puddle, thankfully I caught myself before I fell face first into the dirt. But man, oh man, like that could have been easily avoided had someone just, cleaned that up or just kind of swept it aside or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's happened to me before. I definitely don't want to have to deal with that as well. So I don't know if that's a matter of me being clumsy or just, just not maintaining the field, but, whatever. All right, keeps going through. Are we looking at the Mark III? Yes, Darktree, we were looking at the Mark III on that rail system. That honestly, I really like the rail system on that. I think they did a freaking fantastic job. Keeps going through. Sure, I'm missing anything. If they did an all-metal version of the M6. Okay, here's the thing. I've heard that before. Like, I don't... Okay, I know some people are, like, kind of have mixed feelings about the polymer... what is it? MPX. There we go. I think you meant the MPX. Yeah, MPX. I unironically love this gun. Especially right now. It's on a shock, guys. It's on a shocker deal. It's normally $190. It's $200. It's on sale right now for $180. Dude, worth it. Freaking worth it. Here's the thing. If this gun were full metal, I can easily see this being over $350, right? Maybe even close to the $400 mark. Maybe at $400 exactly, just $100 shy of the original MCX, right? I can see that. I like the fact that this is going to be made out of polymer. I do like this, right? Instead, I think that is really really cool that it is going to be a polymer base, because this is exactly what I've been asking for. Right, this is kind of like, I see this in the same light that I see the Elite Force 416 competition series. Is it the VFC OEM, with the full metal body? No. However, you're not paying that super high price point. This makes it a lot easier for more people to get into, their favorite model. Maybe there's some kid out there, right, that's like, hey, I really like the MPX, but I'm on a really tight budget. I only got $250. Kid, freaking have I got some fantastic news for you. The 6-hour Sportline MPXK, there you go, man. There you go. Solving all your problems right there. And it honestly makes for a pretty cool tech project as well, if you think about it. This is, a pretty bare bones standard version 2 that you are getting right from the get-go. You save a lot of money overall in the long run, which you can spend on more parts for this, right? You can build it out exactly the way you want to. Yeah, is it going to be full metal? No. But, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, if you're running something like this, you have all the reason in the world then that you should be able to make it from one end of the field to the other, no issue, because this thing is so freaking light. There should be no issues with being able to carry this for longer durations of time, right? No one should be like, oh, I'm tired, and they have this gun. Like, nah, fam, nah. So I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of pros with it being a polymer base, but again, it's an individual thing. I really like it, and I think it's really cool that we are seeing stuff like this, again, licensed guns, right? Good replicas that don't have to cost an arm and a leg. That's what we all wanted. Let's see here. I saw this one. Christian Mitchell. Question: besides an M4, what other rifle should be considered? I mean, Christian, it really depends on it's your first rifle in general. I mean, I think all rifles are good. They just in some areas more than others, maybe. But I think if you were just looking for a first rifle to look into, or the really good viable options in terms of upgradability and aftermarket support scene, popularity, I would say go for an AK, man. AKs are, in terms of rifles anyway, the second most popular rifle platform as a whole, right? The version 3 gearbox is the second most common gearbox you find out there, right? And depending on the parts, some of the parts actually might be the same, right? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of differences, but there are some things that are similar too. And if anything, I actually prefer a version 3 as well. I actually prefer a version 3 over a version 2, technically. I like AKs more than I like M4s, right? I mean, granted, I know that I'm weird. You guys, just me. I know, guys. I know that I'm weird. But I think AKs in general are freaking sick, dude. I think they're freaking sick, right? And depending on the one that you get, you can actually get one for a pretty damn good deal. Especially if you're looking at the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box. Let me drink my milk real quick. Especially if you're looking at the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box, right? We have some really freaking good prizes on here, including those new LCT AKs that I was talking about. These things are sick, man. These things are absolutely the bee's knees, right? With the pre-installed Gate Aster, and you're still getting the fantastic build quality that LCT is known for. Again, you go to any Milsim West game or hardcore Milsim event, most of the guys that are doing Rust 4 kits or any sort of militia kits when they have AKs, they're rocking with an LCT through and through. Rocking with either E&Ls. I think I have starting to see a few more Octuruses out there, but most of the time it's LCT. Most of the time it's an LCT because, hey, they freaking look fantastic, man. They look fantastic, right? But there are some that are really, really affordable as well. E&L makes them pretty, affordable. I would say maybe kind of mid-tier price point, right? And then, of course, right, you got the Kalashnikov USA license AKs, which are incredibly affordable, like the go-to AK that you should get as a first-time, airsofter if you want to get something other than an M4, right? Keeps going through. Make sure to miss anything. Isaias, what do you call the ring that you pull? Oh my, it's a cocking ring. That's literally what it is, man. What are you, freaking nasty ass, man. Freaking nasty ass. What's wrong with you? No, dude, what the freak? Okay, you guys are literally, you guys are messed up, man. You guys are freaking messed up. I don't know what you guys got to do. You guys got wax in your ears or something. Get your mind out of the gutters, man. Okay, post my SR for you in the roast my build. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take a look at that, baby. I'm gonna take a look at that. Okay, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Datfu, oh, what's up, Datfu? Good to see you again. What do you what do you about Daytona system? I don't have too much experience actually. I've only had experience with one Daytona gun out there. Was it? I think it was it the M60 that Daytona had. I think because my friend had one, and I got to shoot it. It was cool, but I think it's pretty sick. But I definitely think it is more of a niche thing more than anything. I can't see the average average player really using it or it being that much of a viable system. I think it is. There are some cool things about it. I think there are some pretty cool things about it in general. Okay, keeps going through. Make sure I'm missing. Guys, we have 14 minutes left of the stream. Guys, make sure to go and place your orders now while you can. Entries are low, meaning your odds of winning the $1,100 shopping spree giveaway this week, this Thursday even, are that much higher, right? And it's a guaranteed winner. Guaranteed winner, meaning someone, and I mean someone who's actually watching that live stream, is going to be able to take home that $1,100 prize pot all for themselves, and all they got to do is watch the stream and place their order, right? Any $20 or greater order automatically gets you an entry, right? But I've been saying it all freaking stream, right? Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. And orders for the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box would normally get you 15, is right now getting you 20 entries. 20 chances of winning that prize pot all for yourself. So get those orders in now while you guys can. You don't want to miss out. Believe me. If you're honestly just the idea, right, of winning $1,100 is absolutely insane to me, right? And I know a lot of people who have previous winners who've won have said, this is insane. I can't believe I won, right? Especially when they're, a lot of times it's been a first-time shopper. A lot of times it has been a first-time shopper that has taken home the glory, right? Last time, we were able to call a winner, but they weren't there, right? Again, if you're not watching the stream, you're not going to be able to claim that prize for yourself. So it's important that you're watching the stream and that you're taking advantage of every opportunity you guys are given to help maximize your potential of winning, right? You don't want to miss out, man. You do not want to miss out. Okay, let's keep going through. Make sure I don't miss anything. Not me, man. I baby my replicas. Here's the thing, I do as well, but it is nice to know that, again, that this makes getting, kind of building your kits, right? Especially if there's that one specific loadout that you want to have, and it has, say, a 416, or it has, the MPX. Those guns make it very easy to sort of, put that kit together, man. It makes it very easy to do so, and it gives more options for a beginner player. Because, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it is using a V2. It's using a V2. It's going to be very easy to upgrade or fix if they ever needed to. Keep screwed through. Make sure you're missing anything. Yeah, DJ shoots pretty damn good with the Unicorn Barrel and bucking. That's what I'm saying, man. That's right, DJ. You forgot you won the P+ version. You won a P+ version of that in your mystery box. Hell yeah, dude. That was a cool win. I remember you asking for that. I was like, oh, I think I can make him real happy right now. I was so glad that we were able to do that for you, man. That was freaking sick. That was freaking awesome, dude. I was so glad that you got, and that you put that in the live chat too during one of the streams. You're like, Isaias, you got me the PX. I was like, yeah, man, yeah, dude. I was so happy. I was so freaking happy. Hana 3000, F it, I'm ordering the mystery box now. That's what's up, baby. That's what's up, Hana 3000. That's what I'm talking about. Hana 3000, hell yeah. Giga Chad move, dude. Giga Chad move. That's absolutely base, bro. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling through. All right, cool. Let's see here. That's cool then. I'd have to shoot and feel it again. I picked it up, CI shop, and it fell apart. It definitely feels light, right? We're all expecting it, because when you see it, oh, sweet, right? We're all going in with that expectation that it's going to be nice and, heavy and everything. But nah, man, this thing is light. And I kind of dig it like that, I don't know. Maybe in my mind, I always thought that the ideal, PCC, SMG, PDW was something that was supposed to be incredibly lightweight, even in airsoft, so that way you can run around with it, right? Because in my mind, it's why even go for an SMG or PDW or PCC if it's gonna weigh almost as much as a regular rifle? I don't know. In my mind, does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe let me know what you guys think about that as well. Because in my mind, that makes a lot of sense. I'm going with a smaller gun because I want it to weigh less and I want it to be more compact. In my mind, that makes sense, but let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything. Keep scrolling through. Okay, keep scrolling through. It doesn't feel loose. Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah, still talking about nope, never. But no, seriously, pretty sturdy to feel it. Yeah, you have to feel it again, man. You just got to feel it again. And actually give it a fair chance. Give it a fair chance. See what that bad boy can do. Keep scrolling through. Yeah, 10 more minutes. Literally 10 more minutes till the end of the stream. I'm just saying, promos are right there. They're right there. Take advantage. Do it. Why not? Just do it. Do it. You can win. You can win $1,100. $1,100. It's absolutely freaking insane. Absolutely freaking insane. I still prefer all the metal MPX. Yes, and I'm sure that a full metal MPX, if it hasn't already, it's going to be coming out soon. I'm sure of it. Like, I know people have been asking for it literally for years. I know people have literally been asking for it for years. But honestly, I'm just glad that we have something and that it is a V. Hey, that's what we wanted, right? We wanted something that was affordable and that uses a version 2 gearbox, right? The airsoft scene should be freaking clamoring that they finally got it now, man. You're clamoring that they freaking got it. Honestly, I still look back at this mystery box, man. Like, I really hope people look at this and are like, fuck, this thing is absolutely stupid. Because I'm not joking, man. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. I love the fact that the PMG5, too, is also a prize that you can win. You can win it as if it wasn't cheap enough as is, as if it wasn't, like, affordable as is, right? What was it, $289? Yeah, $289.99. As if it wasn't already affordable, you can literally win one of these bad boys for $179, which is freaking insane. $179 ain't nothing, man. Ain't freaking nothing, dude. Again, all these prizes, every single one, even the lowest costing one, which is the, $179 for a Specna Arms Flex series, right? And that already has the Gate X ASR. Yeah, freaking, it's sick, dude. Like, again, the value is there. The value is all there, and all you got to do is place your order for it, just like Hunter 3000 did and many others, right? And get yourself 20 chances of winning $1,100. Can you imagine? Okay, you order this, right? Just hear me out. You order yourself the mystery box. You get yourself something dope, right? A really, really cool prize, right? That you know that it's already going to be equal or greater than the value you paid. And then you end up winning $1,100, making way more than your money back. Right, dude, yes, hell yeah, dude. Freaking hell yeah. Dude, that's a freaking win on top of a win on top of another win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so freaking good. It's just so freaking good. I'm so glad. I'm going to link this again. I'm going to link this in the live chat. So if you haven't already, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just freaking do it. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Right? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. This is a no-brainer. This is absolutely a no-brainer. Right? But again, literally any $20 order that you place right now gets you an entry in the shopping spree giveaway. But again, there are still plenty of sale items, discounted items, shocker deals, like that MPX that we were talking about, right? $179, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, freaking worth it, right? Right? There are so many discounted items that are ending tonight. Not just airsoft guns, accessories, essentials, tactical gear, everything that you need to get out and play. You'd be surprised how many discounted items there are. And we're talking good amounts too. Up to 20% off some of your favorite brands, hot sellers on Airsoft GI, discounted. So make sure, and all expiring by the end of the night. All expiring by the end of the night. And then we have a new batch of discounts, right? So some of your favorite brands might not be discounted next time. They might not be discounted for a while, actually. So I strongly recommend that you take a look at our sales page, see what is going on, see what the latest and greatest is, see what's hot, and place your orders for it now. And again, mystery box. It's there, man. Get your orders in. Let's see here. Make sure you're missing anything. Micro and the Echo One, Hard Guns, does seem sweet. That's what I'm saying, Jason. That's what I'm saying, man. That gun is so freaking cool. Like, it is such a cool. I'll link that again. I'll link that as well. I'll link that as well so you guys can take a look for it yourself, right? It's freaking cool, man. It's so freaking good, right? Like, it's so lightweight and so compact. And that was the thing. So many people complained about, like, even the microgun, even the original microgun, the Classic Army microgun, the M133 and the M132. Everyone's like, oh, they're too heavy. They're too big, right? Like, I can't move with these. It's like, all right, bet. And then, Echo One comes out with the PMG5. It's lighter. It's more lightweight. And it still shoots hella fast. And it's AEG. You don't have to worry about plugging into an HPA system or anything, right? I'm just saying, if you want, that's gonna be, like, in my opinion, the coolest release of 2024. That's my suggestion. That's what I would say is, like, the coolest release, in my personal opinion, anyway. And I'm just glad that we were able to include it as a prize in the mystery box. Guys, 5 more minutes left. 5 minutes left of the stream, man. 5 minutes left. I'm eyeballing you, man. Do it, man. Do it, Ricky. People will hit me. No, they won't. They'll think you're the coolest guy in the world, man. They'll think you are literally the coolest guy on the planet. Especially if you let everyone have a try, right? Bring everyone to, like, the chrono section or onto the field and just be like, hey, man, here, try it out for yourself. Dude, that makes memories, man. That 100%. Can you imagine? You're a little kid, POV. You're a little kid. This is your first time going to the airsoft field. You played a few games, and you see this guy walking around with this minigun, right? It's got the rotating barrels and everything, but it's way lighter and smaller. And it shoots so freaking fast, right? And you know that it's got your attention. The guy sees you and he calls you over. He's like, hey, kid, come here, right? Why don't you go ahead and use this for a round? Yo, that would be insane, dude. That would absolutely be freaking insane. I would lose my shit if I was a kid and I got to do that. I would be fulfilling my dreams. Like, I wish. Granted, I've had people like let me, try their gun out for a little bit. But if it was a mini, dude, yes, all the yeses in the world. I just thinking about things too that would help get more people involved, more newer players into the Mayo Gang itself. And I can totally see that being a thing as well, right? Just showing up to the field with one of those bad boys, being like, hey kid, you like the way this looks? Why don't you go ahead and shoot it, right? And then seeing them shoot it and just watch their eyes light up. It's a feeling like no other when you get to see like someone like, oh, this is so freaking cool, and getting excited about this as much as you, right? Especially if it's like their first time being exposed to that. There's just something special about it, man, that you just honestly cannot replace. Let's keep going through. Mystery Box will be here tomorrow. Black Hole Litter. Hey, that's what's up, baby. That's what's up. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited for you, dude. I'm excited for you to get your mystery box as well. Green Diesel, man, thank you for joining the stream, dude. Always appreciate it. Always love to see people joining these streams and having a good old time. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around. Let people know, hey, you know what? We got plenty of these streams planned for the week, right? I know it was a little bit interesting, these past couple of days because I was sick, so I wasn't able to live stream on Friday or on Monday. But we're back into it. We're getting into the back swing of things. And I'm actually looking forward to being able to go out and stream again tomorrow, right? We're going to be doing another live stream tomorrow. A noob-friendly live stream, a very, very much a noob-centric live stream to go out and get new people involved in Airsoft. If they have any Airsoft-related questions, tomorrow's live stream is definitely a perfect opportunity to go ahead and ask away. In case you didn't want to join in today, I completely understand that there's always going to be another opportunity, especially tomorrow, though. Wednesday streams, it being the, ask Airsofters, your noob questions like that. I think that's definitely a good idea. And we definitely want to have more opportunities like that for newer players to come by, ask their questions, get the information that they need before they or pull the trigger, I say. Get it, Airsoft, pull the trigger on their Airsoft purchase, right? Get some, opinions on it as well. I think it's a great idea. I think it's definitely a great idea, and hopefully y'all can get some more newer players involved as well, and just come by and hang out with the rest of the Mayo Gang as well. There's an idea when you get the cans of Puff Dino green gas back in stock. That is honestly going to be up to our streamer. I know the Puff Dinos, they did sell out. We are all anxiously awaiting for those to come back in. Trust me, I've had plenty of questions about that. Hopefully very soon. Hopefully very, very soon. We'll be able to go on and get some more in because I know people have been asking about it. But it's really going to be a matter of up to when our distributor is able to get some more. Hopefully soon. It won't be too long before we can get some more. Brewer, I just like when I let people shoot my 416. Yeah, man. Again, I got to shoot your 416. Your 416 is dope. Your 416 is 100% dope, right? Showing people your personal builds and letting them try it out is always like a great way to be like, yeah, this is cool. Maybe I should do this, right? That's always a great way to get more people into it. Ricky Ponce, my wife's gonna kill me. I'll need it quick so I can defend myself. It's in my cart, dude. What the frick, dude? That's so freaking funny. Let's see here. So the PDW just stopped. I know nothing about the internals. What's the next best move? Because getting it fixed could be price of new. Green Diesel, DM us with what might be going on with your airsoft gun, man. We might be able to give you some suggestions. Whether or not you got it from us or not, we still want to help you out. We still want to help you out whether you got it from us or not, or whether it has warranty or not. We're trying to help you out. So DM us with details on what might have happened with your airsoft gun. We can help you troubleshoot it. We can 100% help you troubleshoot it, see what might be going on, or give recommendations or suggestions for replacement parts if need be. Let's see. Okay, cool. Through cool, thanks, Isaias. I have a can on back order. Hell yeah. Just waiting for those to freaking come in. As soon as they come in, we'll continue shipping out all the back orders and continue processing orders as normal. All right, guys. We got the new guys. That's true. I don't know if you guys saw this. We actually have I want to switch over right here so we can go and show it off as well. All right, where to go? Don't tell me we sold out of that one too. No, did we sell out of that one too? I think we might. Let's see here. Oh, what was the name of the brand? I completely forgot. Right? Let's see. Gas. Let's see what shows up. Waiting for this to load up as well. There was a new brand that we actually had. There was a new can of green gas that we actually started carrying. Did that one sell out too? Huh. I have to go ahead and double check that as well. Just waiting for this to freaking load. Maybe it's just too big gas, too big of a search term. I'll go ahead and close this out. All right. Green gas, right? Green gas, 1 can. Let's see what shows up. Yeah, I think we might have sold out. Holy crap. Yeah, because I would have shown up on new products. Because when I go on new products there, it was a brand new thing. I don't know what happened to it. I think it might have sold out. Well, we are going to looking at getting more and more different like brands as well. I like different green gas too. So just again, the Puff Dino should be back as well. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of the live stream. Guys, big shout out to everyone that placed their order during this live stream. Freaking amazing, and appreciate every single one of you that placed your order. Y'all were smart. Y'all got the extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Y'all have the extra chances of winning and pulling that $1,100 prize pot all for yourself. Right? It is absolutely insane. Big shout out to everyone that was participating in the live chat. Big shout out to Brewer especially, man. Dude, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man, that you were able to come on to this live stream. Let me know what you guys think about this. Did you guys like the return to me having a guest back on the stream? I actually really missed it. And I want to be able to continue being able to have more people join on the stream. I think it's definitely really cool and very entertaining, at least for me, but let me know what you guys think as well. But big shout out to everyone that watched this. It means the absolute world to me. You guys continue to show your support for Airsoft GI by liking the live stream. Hopefully you guys can continue liking this, right? Let us know that you guys want us to continue doing this, sharing this around with as many people as possible, and getting all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI, because we're the only Airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. I'll be going live tomorrow as well from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.